Gavin Newsom is going to be your president in 2028. I hope y'all recognize that Gavin Newsom is going to win president in 2028 by a fucking landslide. It's going to be Gavin Newsom and probably Gretchen Whitmer versus J.D. Vance and likely Tulsi Gabbard or maybe Kristi Noem. And Gavin Newsom is winning that. Shit's not even going to be close. And look, I'm not saying I'm happy about this, but that's the fucking reality we live in. And if you disagree with me, let me explain. So regardless of who the Democrats run, liberal states are going to vote for them, right? We've already established that. It does not matter how shitty the candidate. California, Oregon, New York, all these fucking liberal states, they're going to vote for the Democrat candidate, right? So no matter what, Gavin Newsom already has those votes locked up. But here's where Gavin Newsom is different from Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, where Kamala Harris embraced the left. In the last election, she embraced all the leftist and liberal ideologies. She went full bore leftist, and it got her all the liberal and leftist states. But what she didn't recognize was she didn't have to do anything to get their vote. She didn't have to court them to get them to not vote for Trump. No, they were already going to vote for her no matter what. But she courted them anyway and left the moderates just out there floating. So they voted for Trump. Now, the difference is Gavin Newsom is way fucking smarter than Kamala Harris. Why do you think he started that podcast? Why do you think the first guest he brought on that podcast was Charlie Kirk? And why do you think during that podcast with Charlie Kirk, Gavin Newsom kept agreeing with him? Gavin Newsom kept agreeing to the conservative talking points that Charlie Kirk put forward. And he did that on purpose. We are still 3+ years away from campaigning for president in 2028. And already, Gavin Newsom is courting the middle. He's agreeing with conservative viewpoints because he knows that no matter how many conservative viewpoints he agrees with, the left and the liberal states are still going to vote for him over J.D. Vance. He does not have to win their votes. So he does not have to be leftist. He doesn't have to be liberal. He doesn't have to be woke. That's because the leftist and the liberals and the woke people are going to vote for whoever is the Democrat Party candidate. No, he recognized that what he has to do is start courting the moderates. He has to start appealing to the middle. He even has to start taking on some conservative views. Because even if he takes on a bunch of conservative views, even if he adopts some policies of Trump, if he adopts some policies of Vance, liberals and leftists aren't going to vote for Vance. They're still going to vote for him. So he doesn't have to win their vote. He simply has to win the vote of the people in the middle. And if those people in the middle are liberal-minded, but they recognize the benefit of some of these conservative views, now they have a candidate to vote for. Gavin Newsom is smart enough to know he doesn't have to please the left because they're never going to vote for the Republican. What he has to do is please the people who might vote Republican, but could also vote Democrat. And those are the people he's going after. And we're not even 3 years away from the election. I'm going to tell you right now, Gavin Newsom is going to have Gretchen Whitmer as his VP, which means Michigan is his. He's going to talk about making Josh Shapiro part of his cabinet. Boom, he's got Pennsylvania. He's going to talk about grabbing these moderates from North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia and making them a part of his administration. And he's going to win those states because he's going to get every leftist and every liberal. But he's also going to win the moderates because he's already started winning them. But make no mistake about this, guys. Gavin Newsom is going to win by a fucking landslide in 2028. This shit is not even going to be close. This election is going to be called before midnight, and it's going to be Gavin Newsom and Gretchen Whitmer. Maybe I'm wrong on the VP, but I'm sure as fuck not wrong on the president. Gavin Newsom will be your president in 2028 because he knows how to play the game. He knows how to play the American people. And because of that, he is going to win. Now, I'm not happy about it, but I also don't like to live in a fantasy world where this shit won't happen. President Newsom in 2028. It's going to suck, but it's going to be our reality.